Hey everybody, welcome to the Pink Riot Comic Show. It's your girl Keisha, aka Hot Havoc, and I am here with my awesome, amazingly talented, wonderful co-host Bree. How you doing, babe?
Hey boo, I'm doing good. How are you?
Ah,
Yeah,
adulting
yeah.
was interesting this week, but we are here. We are here. We are here.
We are here,
Uh,
we are here, we are here.
you get it?
Yeah,
No, it like between life happening and just like everything that blew up online, and then like all the movie news and comic book news has happened. It's been a lot, a lot.
yeah. I feel you on that. I'm not always super tapped into the online conversation because way my pressure's set up. I'd be like, if it's really that important, I'll get tapped in eventually. But
Mhm.
the general state of things consistently being on fire as of late has had me being like, I think I'm going to protect my peace and just take it in small doses. So you
As you
gotta you
should.
gotta hit me with the hot goss. What's the
Oh
latest
man.
crazy town thing in these streets? The only thing I seen was lots of celebration that Ryan Coogler has confirmed the next movie he's working on is Black Panther 3.
Yes, yes.
And I'm here for every second of that. The only tea that we know for sure about it is that Big Daddy Denzel is in it. And honestly, that's all I need. Ryan Coogler being on it, and we got
Hmm.
Zaddy Denzel in it. That's all I need to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm excited for Wakanda 3. Um, I'm even more excited about original movies that Coogler will put out in the future. So
Oh,
like I'm
100%.
gonna watch it regardless. I'm gonna watch it
Yeah, yeah.
regardless. But like,
At
yeah,
this
yeah.
point, it's like less about the Black Panther IP and more about how Coogler is going to consistently top himself. Because
Yeah.
if we're being honest, like you're absolutely right, Sinners like shut down everything, and that was
Exactly.
literally with the most minimal budget that anybody ever did see and all those types of things. So the fact that he gets to just play with Marvel money off the
Mhm.
heels of making big money off of every single title he has put out lets you know that the budget is going to be bigger and the
Mhm.
expectation is higher, and I feel like he's so poised to just knock it out the park. I'm just hoping that he's able to maintain some measure of the creative license that he's done, because like one thing that I absolutely adored was getting a whole soundtrack curated by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. That
So it's
was
like,
awesome.
how do you top that? That's where I'm at right now. That's why I'm so excited about it, because it's like, okay, he has to stay within the lanes of this of Black Panther itself, but
Mhm.
we know that he'll respect it and put some stank on it. So I'm just that aspect of it is exciting to me. And at this
I'm
point, it's just like an expectation on his name more so than Black Panther itself, because some choices were made that has me being like, it could go, the story itself could go any type of way. We heard all those rumors that Damson Idris would be playing the new Black Panther. I'm not
mhm.
mad at that idea. I just I don't want things to go off the rails with this like multiverse situation where we end up with a
I mean,
Spider-Man scene of Black Panthers and it takes away from, you know what I mean?
I honestly he could do whatever, and I trust that he's going to figure out a way to be intentional and
Yeah.
to make it super creative because I have no expectations on whatever phase of Marvel cinematic universe we're currently in. I I don't mind whatever he comes up with. I'm just excited that he's been able to be integral in placing black superheroes and black characters in pivotal roles that can be also used in other parts of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like
Yeah.
what he did for platforming Ironheart, like forever. Like I want him, whatever he does, I want him to like platform another black superhero that most people don't really know that we get to experience, whether it's a new origin story or, you know, something that's strictly from the comics, whatever it is. I'm
Yeah.
here for whatever he's going to give us. And I want to give him grace because I know a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on this man to like be
That's
great.
what's funny. I don't think that it's even like on some pressure because he's been doing this. You know what I mean? His vision is huge just in general. It very
Mhm.
much feels like he's like, I know what I like to do. I know what seems cool cinematically. I like to break barriers and be intentional about my research. And he's probably already been on this for real. Like, I don't, maybe that's me giving him too much chops or too much credit, but he hasn't had a miss yet. And I think that's because he doesn't get big for his britches. He's literally like, this is what I know. And what I
He's
know is how to
intentional.
speak to people. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Lawrence says, take the new Black Panther to outer space. 100%. Intergalactic
Mhm.
Empire of Wakanda is due to pop out
Yo,
on the screen because,
because that's a different Wakanda than, we'll get.
listen, and I mean, I feel like the likelihood of that is very high because we got the first initial shock and awe of our first glimpses of Wakanda. And then in Wakanda Forever, we got to see the area where Namor lives and whatever. So it's like his thing is like if I'm a blow a bag on the budget, I'm giving you a whole new world to immerse yourself in, so it
Yeah,
feels magical and otherworldly. So what better way to do that than to go to space? And I'm here for it.
right.
We know it's you, LT. We just want to respect whatever
The
you're logged
name.
in as. Like if somebody changes their name, what do I look like being like reading Lawrence and then being like, I'm gonna call you LT because that's what I feel. You know what I mean? We don't know if that was intentional or not, but we know that it's you. We see that spiffier than ever profile photo.
Looking very dandy.
Yeah, definitely commented on your hat as well.
Oh, yes. This is for those listening, I'm wearing my winter hat because it's cold and I have an undercut, and that doesn't really help during this winter. So I have my Care Bears hat on, and it's
Very cute.
blue, and it says emotionally exhausted. And it was a gift given to me after after I was diagnosed with major depression a few years back. So, like,
You know what?
major depression and like general social anxiety. So like Malik was like, "Here you go."
Here you go, bestie. Yeah,
You sad.
you might. Oh my God. Malik is a whole fool, but that's amazing. Definitely own and live in your truth. I love the hat. Love the backstory
Yeah.
behind the hat because it's like, I'm gonna put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
It's my
It's,
favorite hat. I usually
yeah.
lose all kinds of winter gear. Still one thing that survived. Yeah.
You know what? Every time you get on here telling me about the ridiculous weather where you're at, I just feel bad because it's legit hot where I'm at right now.
I went hiking today and
Mm.
uh
Mm.
I went to Wachusett Mountain and
Did
there
we
is
map the
snow.
route ahead of time, or are we just out here?
No, it's a trail. It's a state park. It's a trail.
Okay, but is it a trail
And
we're
yes,
familiar with? Because the
yes.
last time you was talking about a trail, I was
Oh,
like,
the one that got
okay,
lost.
push back your blonde baby hairs, my girl. Yeah.
No, no. This one it was a trail and it was closer to a main road, so I was good. But
Okay.
no, there was snow. Like snow, snow. And it took me because I was just like looking up and looking around and stuff. Took me like a mile to realize like I'm crunching on snow right now. This is out of pocket. Turned around and went home.
For those of y'all listening, the nope face that I'm wearing right now is because
Yeah,
what do you mean? Nah, see, y'all
snow.
don't. If you're new here, guys, we are on opposite coasts. I am a Cali girl through and through. when it gets below 70, I need a sweater. Okay. And when I visited Boston, I got laughed at because I had like full on coat situation because like one was
Yeah.
floor length and the other one was like puffy and ridiculous because I was like I refuse to be cold. So you talking to me about snow is crazy.
Yeah, it's 30 degrees this morning. It gets down to like 20s right now.
That's below freezing. Absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
I just had to wrap the chickens up last weekend so
Oh, do
that
you have little hoodies for the chickens?
no, I actually go overboard. So we do this thing called the deep litter method, just so I'm
Uh-huh.
not like paying for heat for them. So like their entire chicken run and coop is completely plasticed in with just like a little bit with ventilation.
Hmm.
And they have like this like huge like uh what is it called? Pine bedding that I just layer in every single day. We basically like create a greenhouse for them to live in during the winter.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, they are warm. And they got their feathers, their new feathers in. So they're no longer looking like walking fried chicken.
Okay. I'm learning so much about chickens right now. Because what do you mean? I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would get new feathers pretty regularly, but I guess I've never thought about it before.
Yeah, so chickens molt like after like they turn 15, 16, 18 months old, they molt, and that means that they lose all of their feathers and then they grow in new ones, and it's fairly painful for them, so you can't like really touch them.
Lauren said,
Yeah,
no
like
bald-headed
completely
chickens.
naked, like just think of like
Naked, bucket naked.
yeah, think
Bucket
of like
naked.
a rotisserie chicken,
You didn't even
you
laugh at
know.
my joke, you raggedy bitch.
Because I was trying to tell you about my naked chickens.
I
I have a
know.
video of them where like their butts are all exposed, like you can see like the skin,
That's the You can see their
unfortunately.
little booties. That's
Yeah.
the content that we need. I don't know what why we didn't see the naked chicken booties, but that bucket
Mm.
naked. Oh man, that's gonna just live in my head rent free now. LT said the issue with winter out here is the short days and the dearth what of the
Dearth of
sunlight?
sunlight, yeah.
What
It gets so
does that
he
even
basically saying
mean?
there's no sunlight.
But
That's
what
all
does
he's
the
saying.
dearth of it mean?
So I don't know the actual definition, but it basically means lack of sunlight.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I know some of those words.
Stop it.
Blueberries,
But no.
anyone? Hey, Rachel says, I mean, it is winter. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
fair. But like I said, Cali girl, so we're just out here living our best. What season is it lives? You know what I mean? So there's that.
I saw someone post yesterday and they were like how it's still 70 degrees where they are. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
ah,
I call myself trying to be cute and like bust out the sweaters, thinking like, yes, sweater weather, sweater weather. But it was like, no, girl. We're gonna go right back in there and put on a regular shirt and just have the jean jacket in the car or something because at best we might catch a chill in the evening. But the daytime is still very much giving we're rocking. It's not summer, but it's not cold at all either.
see.
Rachel says, I'm going to start a campaign for chicken hoodies. I just feel like it would be really cute. And, that's what I assumed that she meant. Like, I picture Keisha's chickens as soon as it gets cold outside, all wearing little chicken Timberlands and puffer vests.
You ain't shit.
Ah, yes.
You ain't shit. I ain't that damn New York. Even though I did have to explain
They're
the
like, hey,
movie.
I'm packing over here. Huh?
I did have to explain to Malik what a boneless Tim was. Like he didn't know what that meant.
I don't know what that means. Boneless
Oh.
Tim. Is that like Timberland loafers?
Nah, like there's a certain type of Tim that
Oh,
like
right.
that you get.
Do
Like,
I look
ooh,
like somebody who has ever owned Timberlands?
this is fair.
Okay.
This is fair.
I mean, they're cute or
Yeah.
whatever, but let's be for real. So break it down for us. What is a boneless Timberland?
Oh, so New Yorkers get the double soled, and everybody else typically wears the single soles. Yeah, that's really it.
Ah,
There's like a
gotcha.
$15 difference, but
But if you
you
know,
know,
you
you know.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Dang.
it
So
looks
I would have just played myself if I tried to like go full on and just came with the boneless Tims. Y'all have been like, look at this. Look at
yeah.
this tourist. That's okay. I have to find this picture when Christopher was a little mini pop. I got him his first pairs of Tims, and we did the whole corny
Oh,
matching family photos for the holidays with the like
mhm.
red and black flannel button up denim and then the Tims, but I had the ones with the heels. And mind you, this
Period.
is when we lived in Texas, so we had no business or need for shoes of that nature, but they were cute in the pictures.
And that's all that
That's the
matters.
that's the extent of my Timberland knowledge. hmm Yeah.
But no
BMD Nerd says Cali and Florida folks are very similar when it comes to the cold, lol. And that's on period. Yep. You darn
yeah,
right, Rachel. Sweater
sweater
weather. Ooh, sweater weather.
weather.
God, I love sweater weather. LT says, picture it. Timberlands and puffers on them New York chickens. Listen, I
First of
feel
all,
like,
the Massachusetts chickens, they were born out here.
dang, she said the chickens can't even rep the set because they're not actually from New York.
They can't.
She not claiming the chickens in public.
They can't. They are from New England.
They're from New England, okay? That's too funny.
They wear
But you have to
corduceps.
admit, I feel like there's not enough content of your chickens wearing clothes and like dinosaur costumes and all of the things.
Why am I'm not chasing them around. First off, them little shits, it's no, it's a whole thing. I'll explain it another show.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair.
And
Yep. I feel like at least one of them has to be like chill enough to wear an outfit, but I'll let it go. Ah,
maybe in
LT
summer.
said they need shawls if they MA chickens.
Yeah. They wear London
Oh my
fog.
gosh. Yep, Rachel agrees. There could be more pictures of the chickens.
Oh my goodness.
Shad says chickens in dinosaur costumes. I clearly tapped in at the right time.
They're already tiny dinosaurs. Like they're already that.
And did I don't think y'all understand. Anytime I come across anything remotely funny about chickens, it goes straight to Keisha.
And I
Like,
appreciate
oh,
it.
I just know she's gonna love this, and she probably be like, "Girl."
No, it's hilarious. And I love
But they
that.
usually do have little outfits on. That's where this is coming from. This isn't just me being like, that would be so cute. I have reference videos where I'm like, that is very cute. More of this, please. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
We have definitely gone off the rails talking about the chickens, but we love it.
Right.
That's how we do all of the vibes. So yeah, okay. We talked
Okay.
about Black Panther. We went down a Ryan Coogler rabbit hole. You mentioned there was some other like chaos in these internet streets. What did I miss,
Yeah.
squirrel? What did I miss?
It's one of the reasons why I felt like I needed to touch grass today because yesterday it was just a lot happening in the Black book community over on book threads. And to be
Mm,
fair, a lot happens on book threads,
yeah, which is
unfortunately.
why I don't be over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree.
hmm
But like the conversation was around generative AI.
Oh,
And,
geez.
yeah. And for those who know, like where we stand on that on Pink Riot, like that's not something we do. It's not
No,
something we want to be around. None of that,
not
right?
around here, partner. Not
Not
around
around here. We understand that, you know.
here.
We understand why here, environmentally, economically, what it's doing to Black and brown communities. We just don't want to be a part of that. But online yesterday, there was this whole situation with a book festival and people trying to figure out where their stance was on generative AI. And the conversation got so heated and so ugly at times that people ended up dead naming others. Like it just got really, really bad. Um, yeah,
There, nothing that's going on excuses that.
nothing.
Yeah, that was,
Nothing.
you couldn't find anything better to say, so you went for the lowest thing you could say to hurt that person, and that doesn't say anything for whatever your argument was.
It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, we're still a part of a community. Like you can disagree, sure, but it should
Yeah,
never get to a point where you're intentionally trying to create harm and disrespect somebody's personhood. Like
yeah,
it should never get to
exactly.
that. So like,
Exactly.
yeah,
And you know
stand on
what?
what
I love that you literally phrased it that way, like, oh, I decided I needed to go and touch grass, because at the end of the day, how do you feel looking back at the things that you said in this heated, very contained environment about something that probably didn't have anything to do directly with you, but you just had to get your 2 cents out, and then you just completely disrespected somebody on Beyonce's internet for what?
I can tell you.
That's
Watching that
crazy.
go down was uncomfortable.
Oh no, I
It
didn't see
was
the deepest depths of it. I seen some like residual posts of people being like, "Oh no, and you guys paid to go to that?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah." I since I listened to my co-host and have started trying to do things to like better poise my page for other things that I feel are a good representation of me and this
Mm.
brand.
Oh, the
I
quotation.
because I mean it's still being built, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's doing its thing, and because my like professional contact information is available, it does mean that I get unrequested offers of things, and
Mm.
having to sift through like getting the great things is great, but some things you get it and you go, what about my brand made you say, you know what? Yeah. And so I'm just looking like, if you must have literally just seen my profile photo and that I had a contact and went for it, because there's no way that you did a Wheel of Fortune flick even and thought like, oh yeah, this is on brand, because it's not. But yeah, there's like whole imprints that
Mhm.
put out and promote strictly AI stories, and you can tell.
Stop it.
No, I don't want to say it out loud, but I'll DM you the thing. But I was like, part of the process is like having to look and check the email. I'm not clicking nobody's link, so I got to go make sure that you're a legit something or other. So I go
Yeah.
to look and I get to their IG and I'm like, not all of your covers are AI.
And that was the issue that
Yeah,
started it. Like,
yeah,
apparently this festival, more than 50% of the covers featured were generative AI. And part of the debate that was happening is, well, you know, some people were saying that they don't agree, but they're not going, stop somebody else from doing it, or they're not going to stop, highlighting those folks. And it's like, but if you allow that, then where does the line stop?
exactly that.
How
Yeah,
can you tell that AI is not being used in other places, especially in the story? Because,
yeah.
like, That's just egregious.
So we read a book, a certain vampire book, not too long ago, and then found out after the fact that the cover was made with AI.
Oh, we
And
are we gonna name names? Because I think I know what
I
you're
don't
talking
know,
about.
are we doing this or
I have
no?
no problem. Is it the Granger book?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Arthur Granger has been writing this series. The first book in which is The Secret World of Maggie Gray, and it's very much a like there's aspects of it that are interesting and fun. There's aspects of it that are kind of cringe. There's aspects of it where it's clearly like, okay, I mean, look, I hate to say this, but my defense of it, which probably isn't the best, but whatever, this is my truth and I'm living in it, has very much been like, okay, so, it's not objectively the best book, but sometimes I just want to do ratchet things with my homegirls. You know what I mean? So it gives that type of energy to me. So if you're
Mhm.
not thinking like critically, and it's very easy to just consume quickly and miss plot
Mm.
holes and whatever like that. If y'all haven't figured it out by now, I can enjoy something for vibes and respect it for what it is. Will it end
Everybody
up
needs a
in
vibe
my
book.
Right. Will it end up in my top rated things at the end of the year? Absolutely not. But will I trash it? No, because the vibes was vibing. I was able to read it with friends and enjoy it to some measure. So I'm not going to trash the book. But then it came out that the covers were AI, and then everybody went on this smear campaign saying that the books themselves, like the content of the stories, was also written by AI, and the author had to come back and say, no, the only thing AI was the cover. Now, what I will say is there's no way that anybody can definitively prove otherwise. You know what I'm saying? The way that
Exactly.
things are looking right about now. So to me, that should be, if I were a writer or author, I that would be a point of pride and principle for me. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I would not want my book or my stories to be called to
Question.
question in that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
Exactly.
I get it.
That that's
Yeah.
once again, you don't want anybody to sit there and say, "Oh, well, if you did this, then what about this?" I have someone who emailed me and I asked them, they emailed me so I could feature their work on the Blur Library website.
Hmm.
And I had to ask because the cover looks suspicious.
That's
And
suspicious.
right,
That's
and then when
weird.
you go to their social media, because it's not just in covers for me, it's, like, also, like, are you using this in your social media? Are you using it, you know, in your marketing? Are you using it in all these other places? Like, it is not just the cover, so it's like, where else did you I'm gonna
Take
say cut
liberties.
corners. Right.
Yeah.
Take liberties, cut corners, like, where else did you do this? Because
Yeah.
if it's so ingrained in how you operate as an author, how can I trust that anything in the book is actually yours?
Yeah. That's true. BMD Nerd says, it kills me when I see black comic projects using AI art. Now I'm not getting it. I
Exactly.
hate to say, but yeah, that's definitely, you know what I mean? I would much rather it be like a situation where I'm looking and I'm like, wow, I know that this person one man showed this shit and did a hell of a job on their own, and it's not perfect, but they're getting it out the mud, they're doing their thing, and the story is there. You know what I'm saying? I would rather see
Exactly.
that than some perfect AI art where it's just like,
Because
what's that?
we know the effort that goes into artists, you know, adding to these amazing stories. Like,
Yeah,
it's effort, it's time, it's dedication, and you know, to to cheapen it
cheapen is the
all
right
in
word.
yeah, all in the name of productivity and trying, like, I'm gonna end up writing about this because I get why people do it. Like, I understand why they're doing it on the
Yeah, we've had
fundamental.
guests argue us down
Right.
about about
We have,
topics.
and we have.
Yeah, you know?
It's like,
So we
I
get
get
it.
it.
It's just
S
also like, I don't know. I don't know.
Right now, it's not conducive to society, it's not conducive to our community, it's not conducive to our environment,
Yeah.
and therefore, we should not be using it at the rate we're using it.
Yeah.
So,
We love to get something shiny and new and use it before the guardrails are up and then just ruin things in the process. Janice
because
says,
of our entitlement as capitalist consumers. We're
these are
still
facts.
American, unfortunately, and we are
Not a lie. Not a lie was stated. Janice says, if someone can't be bothered to actually write/draw it, I'm not going to be bothered to read/look at it. And that's on period.
period.
Okay, we shared the name. Rachel says it's a fun read, referring to Secret World of Maggie Gray. Agree. And not even going to hold y'all. They got my coins for the other books in the series before I found out it was AI. And then now this book, the first book, Maggie Gray, is getting traditionally published. So, and she has quite a following. Like, there are people
Yeah,
online in these internet streets who she has been their doorway back into reading because it's a little bit of,
yeah.
like someone who has been like an avid reader for a long time and has a lot to compare it to will probably have a lot of critiques. Someone who's like, oh, this got me back into reading. I love it so much. It's my favorite series in the world. Do what you got to do. I just hope that this traditionally published version cover was actually done by someone and not AI art since we got some trad pub money.
I won't
Um,
even hold you, I'm not gonna read it. Like, just
So
off off
here's the
of
thing. I am going to have to read it for science because I want to see if the things that I had issues with in the indie version of it have been corrected now that it's been traditionally published. Because, like you said, the accessibility piece of it is like, okay, I can get some of that, but there's also 100% space for someone to be like, oh, I realized that that was not cool that I was doing that, and now I'm doing something better. You know what I mean? If when you
That's
know better,
fair,
you do better. So I'm here
that's
for
fair.
that.
We should have, as a society, we do hold grudges quite a bit. I'm learning that in this book that I'm reading. I'm like, "Damn, you're right." Like, as humans, we don't give space for people to learn and do better, so I
Yeah,
guess, yes, as long as it can be, like, stated
yeah,
without, stated explicitly, like, nothing was used in this version, then I'll give it a chance, but until
yeah,
then.
yeah. I'm not a part of the parties of people who are like, oh, I hate it. I'm burning the book. No, because I spent my money on the book. I may go take it to half price books and get a credit or sell it on Pango or something, but I'm not ripping up and burning books around here. That's just not what I do. Unless you're problematic for other reasons and I don't want it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This going to stay in my library before I'm going to rip it up. You just won't see it on my page. I don't know. I'm weird about that. I just can't see ripping up like ugh, we're not gonna get into that conversation anyway. LT says, curious to hear any thoughts on the Marvelers series.
Oh,
Ah,
'cause I think if you go down, they were talking about stories for vibes. I haven't read any of, I think that's Danielle, right? That's Danielle
Danielle Clayton.
Clayton?
Oh, is
Yeah.
that the middle grade one?
Yeah, I haven't
Okay,
read
that's
that.
yeah. I haven't read it. I've heard of it, but okay, yes. And they are being trad pubbed. LT said that's a good point. As an author, one component with AI can call into question if other things are derived from AI as well. 100%.
Yeah.
What? Gianna said, hey, I know I sneezed in this cupcake, but the other 11 are totally fine. Nope. If I find boogers in one, I can't trust the rest are booger free. The
I
booger
love the
analogy
analogy.
is excellent.
Top tier. No, but, like,
Rachel
that's the
says,
truth, right? Where else are we using it? And
yeah,
so
100%.
You're
Rachel
right.
said
Give
they
space.
haven't heard anything about Danielle Clayton using AI. Okay.
Yeah. But like we should give space for people to course correct and do it in
Yes.
a way that,
Yeah.
yes. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm leaving space for that. And I'm also leaving space for her writing to get better and have less pointy edges, you know what I mean? With the help of professional editors and all that type of stuff. Cuz I mean, other people get all of the bad books. You know what I mean? And it's nobody says nothing about it. So that sounds terrible, but I'm like, let everybody have a bad book while they're growing as authors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
You're
I
you're like,
also want
I'm
to.
not you're like, I'm not reading it, but sure.
No, 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 because I do agree. People, we all need to put out bad art. I think bad art is necessary in society
Yeah.
in order for us to figure out who we are as people, as community, all of that. Um, I just when we have problematic aspects to it, that's when I want to make sure that um we are able to critique things
Oh,
because
100%.
yeah, because I think that was like another aspect of it all. Like, uh, people were talking about how they felt like you couldn't critique the situation
Mm.
because of the demographics involved, and it's like, no, this is an in-house problem. We're gonna address this.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I I'm definitely guilty of that to some measure. Like, you won't hear me screaming out in these streets like, "Oh, buy it, spend all of your money. It's the best book in the world." Because that's a lie. But I'm also not going to be like, oh my God, let me count the ways that I hated this book. I'll be like, but that's my review style just in general. You write actual, like, critical thinking reviews on your website. Y'all go check out the Blurred Library in your spare time. Shameless plug. But me personally, my review style is very much, here are three things that I liked about it. Would I recommend it to you? Yes or no? That's
Yeah,
it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because I don't like to be mean. I don't like that.
I keep my mean ones for the B2ish
You know,
Discord.
community space where it's safe to speak your truth about something you maybe didn't like so much. So if you need a space
Oh
like that,
man.
come join B2 Book Club. Yet another shameless plug. M
Right?
Shy
Like,
says, "Oh, go ahead."
no, I'm saying the way I hate read the crap out of that book. Just
Yeah.
come to book club
You
and just
guys
talk
think
shit.
that the nice things Keisha has to say are some of the most interesting things? Wait till you
No.
catch her reading a book for filth for making her finish it and not being good. It's a whole other side of her that just endears me to her more. Mshai says, paying my artists the rate they ask for, period. Enjoying the creative process with them, too, period. Funny
Yes.
group chats, all of that. Celebrations when revisions are done, all of that. I want to write with writers, work with editors, humans. And that's on period.
Because you grow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Everybody
Writing.
grows low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so empowering. And
Yeah.
I wish we could stop taking the human aspect out of human things.
Listen, it's so weird to me that we take the human aspect out of human things and then forget the human aspect of human things too, because on the flip side of that, like, you have people reaming authors about their book and tagging them in it.
That's ridiculous.
It's like, they're even if you didn't like it, I've always felt like this with anything online. If I wouldn't say it to your face when we're 5 inches apart, I'm not gonna say it to you online. Cause that whole catch me outside, how about that? Just stays in the back of my mind. Like, if I ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just human decency to, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, then you don't say it to that person. Now, granted, if you're in a reviewer space like Goodreads or whatever, you review the book however you feel led to. And if the author goes into a reviewer space and decides to
Which they
read their own
shouldn't.
reviews, that's on them. But when you're out, or if you're in these internet social media streets and you're like cracking a book and you're tagging the author, what did you hope to gain by that? Are you like an
Yeah,
internet gangster? You a review thug?
that's
Like what is that?
that's that's very interesting behavior. I feel uncomfortable a lot of times tagging authors in anything, whether it's good, bad, whatever. I feel very uncomfortable doing it. I only tag when I have a relationship with that person and I'm like, I've spoken to you outside of this. So like I'm cool, we're cool. This is not gonna look or feel weird. Or if I really want people to like look, you need to like hype this author up, or hype this up. Um I, I that's weird to like tag
It is
somebody in a
weird.
negative
It is
review.
weird. Because
That's
I
like
will say that Be Too Weird trying to be like a community supportive space for indie authors, I have lost a friendship over trying to protect that person from less than stellar reviews and trying to like be supportive of them before the book goes out. And it was not taken well that I was trying to protect them from the bad reviews. So it's very much like I've dealt with it. I'm not a writer, so I didn't have to deal with it firsthand, but I've dealt with it like with an immediate friend. And so it's crushing to like put your time, your energy, your blood, sweat, and tears into putting your story to page. It's not made for everybody. So when someone takes the time and effort to do this thing and go after this thing and curate their art and develop their art, it deserves that certain amount of like reverence, I think. Like, is everything that everybody writes perfect? No, but they're trying, they're working on their craft just like other people do that. And like different people's access to the tools to refine their skill will also impact their, not everybody's just naturally going to write a banger by on their own, you know what I mean? That voice is just not always there. Sometimes it has to be cultivated. So I think a certain level of respect has to be there for that. And just getting online and being like, oh, it sucks so bad, and tagging somebody is like, you couldn't even take the time and energy to write like an actual review, like so people understood why it was bad. You're just out here
yeah,
bashing it. So if you
that's
can't if
another
you
thing.
can't be bothered to do that, you definitely don't have any legs to stand on bashing somebody's book. Like,
I think that's why, and it's a conversation that came up during Black Book Bash where
mm,
a lot of folks were like talking about the way we speak about books online, and it's like, and I think that's why I always had an issue with me personally. It took me a while to get comfortable with saying what I do is book reviews
hmm,
because I felt like there are just times where I'm not looking at the craft, I'm just talking about how I felt. And my reactions may
and
not
that's valid
always say
too.
right. But I feel like when people call that a book review, it I guess because words mean things, you know, it kind of muddies the definitions of what that is and the expectations around that.
Hmm.
It's I'm still working out the language and how I feel about that, but I know it's awkward sometimes when people say, "Here's my book review," and then it's like, "I didn't like it because it made me feel gross." And it's like, "Well, care to elaborate?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I see. This is why I like to say I don't write reviews, I write previews.
Yeah, like our book that's cute. I like that. I like that.
Yay! Yay for
I call
me.
it yeah, like, I call them book thoughts, book musings, just like, you
Yours
know,
could be key views. No?
not as cute.
Okay. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute.
Hold on. That's why Kelly Comic says, that's why finding honest criticism is important in perfecting your craft. Some friends will blow smoke and say it's great, but could use a little work.
Yeah.
Fair.
Listen, the way that we had somebody who was going to be on the show, and we hadn't this was on us because we hadn't read it like early enough, and we learned a valid lesson, and that's why now if you come on our show, we're going to talk about your book, we're going to have read it first or some piece of it, or either that or we're just hyping up the potential of something because we were like, I don't know that I can speak about this honestly, and we owe it to our Riot fam to be honest.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that also wasn't received very well. So it's just like, well, that was everything. That was everything. Okay. Rachel said, I guess the only exception would be if it's actively harmful, then I might tag them in a call out.
I don't
That's
tag them,
different
but
than
yeah.
the review piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's different. But it's also the way that you just labeled it a call out. That's exactly what that is, and
Yeah.
that's different. You know what I mean?
Very
I would count that as separate from a review for sure. Shai says, "Well said, Bree. The only time I like seeing books getting read for filth is if the content slash take in the book is gross, misogynistic, racist, homophobic, etc. And even
yeah.
then, I'm not tagging the person. I don't think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?"
I still wouldn't. Like, that's because at the end of the day, the reviews aren't for the author. They're for
Right.
the
It's
audience.
to let other people know should
Yeah.
they read it.
Yeah. But
Okay, LT said, "Wait, did y'all ever celebrate having the Pink Riot comic show on Beyonce's internet for 1 year? Was there a celebration? The
uh
way that our
life
lives have
happened.
been set up, it was very much like a, ooh, all right."
Right? Like,
And then we
well,
ended up Kiki in the last episode away, and it was just kind of like, it's cool. We
look,
will
we crossed the
definitely,
finish line, and
yeah, we
that's
did the thing. Like, now don't take this away because we love being here with y'all every Thursday, but some Thursdays it's more than the notion to pull up. Cause it's like, have you ever, like, I feel like y'all know us well enough to know that we are actual human beings. We aren't AI. We're not whatever. We bring the energy for y'all because this is what we love to do. But there are some Thursdays where one or both of us is having a shit day. And coming to do Pink Riot is the best part of our day. So the fact that
Mhm.
we have consistently done this and not missed a single episode, the only Thursday we took off was Thanksgiving or
Which,
Indigenous Peoples Day.
yes,
And that's because we knew there wasn't going to be space to get away because family things. And
yeah,
family, we both agreed family takes priority.
absolutely.
So that's legit the only time that y'all haven't seen us on a Thursday. So it was like
Yeah,
and the way it snuck up, I think the way that I seen an email that said something about it in the Pink Riot email, and then we had our meeting, you mentioned it, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So we're definitely excited about it. The advent of it did not go unnoticed. We just haven't had the capacity to like plan and prepare for a worthy enough celebration for said
yeah.
milestone. So
Compared
will
to
we
the
be
half year
yeah,
celebration,
you know
it
what I
was,
mean?
look, y'all gonna get the celebration every half year, okay?
Yeah. We
How
might
about
still
that?
do something like chill to celebrate, like on some recap type stuff. But like shout out to y'all for even noticing that and calling it to attention
Yeah.
and wanting us to celebrate. But we literally were just like, you know what? We're doing well to to not, to
Bitch, you
not
doing
miss
a
this.
good
Yeah,
job.
you're doing a good job, bitch. You're doing
You
a
doing a
good job.
good
That's literally the energy. Yes, a whole year. And what's crazy is it's a whole year on this platform, but really
Mhm.
we were doing episodes on IG before we switched over to YouTube
Yes, we
for a
did.
hot little minute.
Yes, we did.
So it's like, you know, you know, it feels good though. We've been doing our thing. We've been doing our thing. And we're just trying to like lock in and get progressively better. So it's exciting.
Absolutely.
Yes, more
But
to come.
that's actually gonna be a great segue because shit, we here to talk about comics. And oh my goodness. It's
Yeah,
like I
not
said, it's been a lot this last week, but we
yeah.
read our comics and the comics we were supposed to talk about last week, we're gonna actually talk about today.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
okay, so one of the comics that we're talking about that I'm the most excited to talk about is Roots of Madness.
Yes.
And because we're Stephanie Williams stands around these parts.
Stephanie Williams
And
is amazing.
our good sis has a billion things going on right now. She got all the pies up in the air at once, and it's just a joy to watch. And the fact that they're all a delight so far has just been even better. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what you mean you got all these stories out and they're all hidden? Like, make it make sense. How you do that? So yeah,
She is fantastic in every
right.
way.
Yeah,
Absolutely
absolutely.
fantastic.
Wait, so I have to
Um,
ask, did you pick up issue 2 also?
for Roots of Madness,
Yeah.
yes. For
Okay, perfect.
Temporal, let me tell you the story behind that. And while I'm a little bit frustrated with Mad Cave,
Oh,
so yeah, I wasn't able to get to my local comic book shop, but typically that's when I'll like get a digital. And I bought my digital straight from Mad Cave.
mhm,
Um, and if you buy it digitally from Mad Cave, I assumed, and that's on me. I assume that with a lot of indie publishers, like, you get it DRM free because I'm big on that. I don't like buying digital things too often these days because it's licensed typically. It's not something you actually own. But
which is
typically with
crazy.
indie, right, it's crazy. But like with indie, like usually I don't have that problem.
Mhm.
But the way Mad Cave set it up, where I bought my digital, I was waiting for it to download. I get the email, it says here, download here. I click on it, can't find it. Can't find it at all. It won't let me download. I then go to the Mad Cave website. It automatically signed me up for their like digital library. Like I
Of
can
course.
read Mad Cave in their library on their website.
Yeah.
But then when I went to download it again, still wouldn't let me read it, open it, nothing. It's been the entire day of dealing with that. So, unfortunately, I have not read Temporal number 2.
It's okay because I haven't picked up my temporal number 2 just yet.
Okay,
So we'll be telling
but
y'all about temporal 1. But Roots of Madness, I did get number 2, so I was like trying
that
to
was great.
okay, I was just trying to make sure that we're good to be talking about number 2 cuz
Oh,
otherwise
yeah.
I was going to have to be like, "Wait, where did we stop?"
I
What was the
love
last thing
Roots
we
of
said?
Madness. Roots
Yeah.
of Madness. Like, it's one of my most anticipated comics
Yeah.
because it's cosmic
100%.
horror.
Yeah.
I love cosmic horror as much as I can't stand H.P. Lovecraft. Um, but I love reading Black people interact and, kind of like resolve their feelings around cosmic horror.
Yeah.
And so this is fantastic. If you guys don't know, haven't read, you better have read it. Okay.
And if you haven't, it's okay. You just need to go get you a copy so you can read it. We're not
Go
going to say you're in
pick
trouble
it
just
up.
yet, okay?
I
Go.
am. It's been it's been quite some time.
I
But issue
mean,
number 3 doesn't come out until December.
So
So
yeah, make
you
sure you get
have
it. Make
the
sure you
end of the
pre-order
series.
issue number 3 and get issues 1 and 2. Now, one
Yes.
thing I will say that's really cool is, okay, so the general premise of the story is like around like ancestral alchemical recipes type of thing. So this woman is utilizing her familial understanding of chemistry to do
Hmm.
all of the make all these healing things, right?
Hmm.
And part of that is hair stuff. So one of the first conflicts that we see is that all of these customers are coming to our main character shop to buy like remedies and things that she has made. And one of the customers that she comes across bought some like home recipe something for her hair and got like all of these burns. And apparently, this product has been making its way through these excretes. So she's like having to investigate and find what's going on. So, some of the things that she's making are hair care products. Because of that, there was like pre order campaign stuff for these books. One of them was you got this really cute Roots of Madness journal, and it has the like little family crest symbol thing
Hmm.
on it, and it's just empty, so you can write your own little recipes in it, I guess. Another one was this Roots of Madness comb,
Mm.
and these
I'm
are
looking
yours,
at
Keisha, because I
those.
assumed your store wouldn't get them.
You're absolutely right. My store would not have it.
But yes, and then yeah, my
Thank
local comic shop
you.
gave me some more, so these have to go in with other things from other people. But very cool because when we were at San Diego Comic-Con, they had all of the Roots of Madness things. And one of the things that you were able to purchase, they partnered with a black-owned beauty company and sold Roots of Madness branded like hair oil in a spray bottle. Excuse me. And when I tell you this is one of my new favorite things because it just smells so amazing and it's like very lightweight. So when I'm done doing all of my curly girl steps, I will put this on at the end to add like a little shine once my hair dries a
Mhm.
little bit. And it smells so good and it makes my hair feel so soft. So listen.
I love that they leaned into that, cause like, Roots of Madness is, like, loosely inspired by Madam C.J. Walker, and
Yeah.
so, like, just there's so much intentionality in the storytelling.
Yeah.
Stephanie does her fucking job with
Yeah.
this one. It is oh, man. I you wanna you 'cause I have so many things to
Wait, okay, so
I have
I
so
know
many
that
things.
Keisha's gonna get into the deeper depths of all of the things, but the gist of the story is you have our main character. The story starts with her as a younger girl, and she's like learning under her mother, who makes all of these things, right? And she's
Mhm.
teaching her like the do's and the don'ts of all of the things, and you get the energy from the daughter, the main character, that she's like, "Oh, I can do anything. I want to know all of the things right now." And the mother is like, "You got to do things slowly and in your own time." You know, those mama isms that be right all the time, but you don't want to hear that
Mhm.
when you're younger before you understand it. So that's the energy that we get. And she like to the point where she gets like a lye burn on her hand trying to do things on her own, and her mom's like teaching her like you have to listen and you have to do things in the right time and blah blah blah. So then we move forward and it's her as an adult and she's running her own shop, and she's clearly an integral part of the community because they all trust her, they're all coming to her for these things. And then like I said, she comes across this customer who got burnt by somebody else's product, and then we get this mysterious, snappy, flashy woman come into the shop who's like, "Oh, you could be. I've heard about you. Your reputation precedes you. We've seen what you can do. This is the organization that we work for. We want you to come." do all of the things, and we would get you your own like lab and all this other type of stuff. So she's like gagged and gassed, like, oh, this is the opportunity that I've been looking for to, move forward and make my family proud and all this other stuff. And amidst that, her family conveniently finds her mother's journal that included all of their family's previous like recipes and things like that. So there's reference to when she's younger in the in seeing this notebook from her mom where she's like trying to make sense of stuff in there, and it's clear like, oh, practitioners would like make their own language of things so that it was safe and people couldn't, disseminate it and all this other type of stuff. So there's parts in here that you won't understand, and that was another one of the things that she wanted to know immediately. So at this time in her
Mhm.
life, the thing gets reintroduced, and then she decides to go with this woman, and she also gets her family also found a locket or a pendant for a necklace that her mother never wore but always took really good care of, and it has that family symbol on it. Okay. And then she goes and she takes the train, and it's made very clear that the organization with this woman is very well off and very well connected because they're able to even ride the train and have somebody else kicked off, and as black women they're getting served,
Mm.
whatever in the train. So there's like all this mysteriousness around this organization. She magically ends up getting the mother's notebook. She magically ends up getting this pendant, and then they go to the place where this organization operates, and it's on the plantation where her original family had resided before, where she heard this story about these flowers that grow in a place where nothing else grows, and they glow at night and they have all these other properties. And there's this
Yeah.
mysterious element that something ominous happened associated with the use of these flowers. And it's like, oh, don't mess with that because we don't know what it did. But of course, our main character is like, let's do it for science. I need to know, like that type of thing. And
She
so
is so
she's
stubborn.
just, oh, 100%. Like we're into the second issue with the description at this point, and she's talking about she has somebody showing her around the grounds or whatever, and every time something that's remotely woo woo or other comes up, she's like explaining it away or disregarding it. And so it automatically tells you like how she probably will or won't perceive what is going to be going on with these flowers. She just like immediately, let's go do the thing. Um, so yeah, I think that was a good summary
Yeah.
of what we're looking
Yeah.
at from the first two issues. And what I'll say my favorite part has been just the buildup of her personality so far, of being like, she's been like this since a little girl, like, I can do all of the things and I want to do all of the things right now. To hell with waiting, to hell with reason, to hell with whatever. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to say. As they're searching to discovering the flowers on the grounds, you see these like little spurts of warnings coming up like in the background, and so I'm assuming that it's coming across as like a voice or like a feeling that's not associated with somebody around there. And all of it
Mm.
is telling her like, nah, girl, you's in danger. You know what I mean? So, learning about her personality and then seeing those little spots is like, is this meant to be like something she's hearing, or a feeling that she's having and disregarding, or something
Mm.
that's like permeating from the pendant on the necklace, like she can now hear things around her because she's wearing this necklace. But I love the way that in this medium you get to see this, and it begs that question of like, what exactly, how is she perceiving this, or is she not perceiving this? Is this something that she would be hearing if she was trying to, you know what I'm saying? Or she would be hearing if she wasn't trying to deny all of those otherworldly aspects of her current experience. Because, like, her tour guide, not tour guide, he's a guy that works there, but he's been showing her the grounds. He's
Mm.
literally been like, oh, we got to go. We can't be around here, or we got to do
Yeah.
this, or we got to do that. And she's just very la di da, like, we have to do this, and I'm trying to figure this out, and I need to get a sample, and whatever, da da da. So I'm curious to know, how did you interpret those messages in the background, and how do you think, is she perceiving them? Because she hasn't reacted to them at all.
I think okay, so for those who don't know, I just pulled up one of the pages.
Hmm.
So on this splash page, right, she based off of where the text is, like on this page, like that ethereal void type voice is saying like the price is too high, a child. I
Hmm.
think I'm not sure she can perceive it.
Yeah, I don't think she can because she hasn't
Or
reacted to
she's
it at
not
all.
paying, yeah, because she's not paying attention to it, but I think she's supposed to. I
Yeah.
think she's supposed to be in touch with nature in this particular way, and she is, for whatever reasons, I truly think it's connected to just her stubbornness. She's unable to hear the
Oh, I don't want to
warnings.
interrupt, but I agree with you except for the reason. I think it's because she learned a lot of stuff from her mom, but her mom wanted her to wait to learn other aspects of it. Then her
Because of her
mom was,
stubbornness.
oh,
Like,
100%.
yeah.
But then because her mom wasn't there, her her professional education of going to school replaced all of the education she was getting, where she would have had the opportunity to be more in tune with the other aspects of this process that are outside of the science aspect. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. You know that there's gonna be a point in the story where she's gonna have to reconcile with that and, like,
Oh,
find
yeah,
the balance
100%.
between modernity and, tradition. Like, she's gonna have to figure that out. But
Yeah.
I do think, I like, at the heart of it, it's really just her not wanting to be patient. Because I feel like if she was patient enough as a kid, her mom probably would have told her more, and she would have known more. She maybe would have been able to perceive these things. But, like, now, like, that was really good, like, to know, like, she's just not, for whatever reason, she's not able to make these connections.
Yeah.
Um like, I guess Imma start real simple because I have so many great things. Art style, like, I I enjoyed it mostly because it reminded me of Something Is Killing the Children, and that's because, like, the artist is the same person who works on Something Is Killing the Children, so, like, just gave me the same vibes and
Yeah.
kept me, like, solidly grounded in horror, and so I'm expecting something really creepy at the end of this. Um, what I don't like art style is that she looks a little her hair looks thin, initial 2.
Okay.
Look, no, I mean, can you wait, I need to, like, in some
I'm like,
in
let me grab
some
my copy real quick. Hold on, because I
yeah,
got
some
both
of the
variants.
pages, she looks fine. So, like, here
She looks
in this
fine.
middle panel, her hair looks good,
She's
you
got the
know?
bubble balls.
Yes. But and, like, Imma pull this panel, right? Her hair looks full,
Yeah.
right? Which is great. But, um, there are some panels where we're not as we're not as full here. I'm being picky. I understand that. It could
Yeah.
be that. But,
So,
like,
as
her
someone
hair.
whose hair can be big and whose hair can be small if it's not teased and treated properly, sometimes you're blessed where your hair is thick and it's gonna be thick regardless of what you're doing
No,
with
no,
it.
no, no,
I
no.
love your
That's not
hair.
my issue. It's the inconsistency in the artwork. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying. It's the
Okay.
inconsistency. That's my only issue because black hair comes in a myriad of ways. I will
Yeah, yeah.
never be like, it needs to look a particular way. It's just it's inconsistent at times. And this is me once again just being picky.
That's
and it's
fair.
only
I
in
just
issue 2 that I'm seeing this.
okay, because I love to wear my space buns. If I don't make space buns off of day 3 curls, they're gonna look real small and anemic and ridiculous. That's why you rarely see me wearing my space buns. So I'm like, as long as it's not inconsistent where it's clearly the same day, that doesn't bother me.
Fair.
Cause
That's fair.
she's also traveling, you know what I mean? She may not have all of her juices and
I don't
berries.
think it has anything to do with the story. I just think it's just the artwork.
That's
That's all.
fair. I'm over here like, dang,
No,
can a bitch have a bad hair day? Like, what are we talking about?
that's all.
No, the actually Raven though, tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all seen me at B3. The buns was medium at B3.
They look good.
But they weren't peak space buns because they were smaller than what I liked them to be. Because that was like day 2 hair. That was day 2 curls. And I didn't have all of my things. It's a thing, trust me. You talking
Alright.
about boneless Tims, I'm talking about boneless space buns, okay?
Fair. Okay, fair.
It bees like that sometimes. But no, they're definitely popping on the cover though.
Yes. Yes. She's stunning. Every single cover is stunning.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
100%.
Every single cover is stunning. Um, what's something else I love? I learned a lot about Chicago and Chicago's like black neighborhoods. So like
To be clear, it's Keisha doing research because that's what she does when she's interested by something. It's not actually in the book per se. There's hints of it.
no,
The
there
world
is.
building is there, but it's not like you get a whole Chicago breakdown in the book, just so
Oh
you
no, no,
know.
no. Yeah, you don't have that. But like
Yeah.
it's the fact that the story is set uh in Chicago, specifically like pre-Bronzeville. So like if you know the Bronzeville neighborhood in Chicago, like this is set before it becomes that.
Mm.
And did not know anything about Chicago. Once again, I am strictly a New York girl. That this is all new to me. And so seeing this historically black neighborhood was really cool. It was
Yeah.
really awesome to learn all these things about this neighborhood. And then knowing if we're going into temporal later, like she also that one is set in Chicago. So I'm like, is Stephanie from Chicago? I'm guessing because like there's a lot of love
I was
being
gonna say
shown.
don't make me lie. Do not make me lie.
Right.
I do
Let
not
let me
know.
check that real quick because where is Stephanie from?
That wouldn't surprise me, but don't make me lie because I
Right?
don't know.
Oh, I'm not gonna find it in time. But yeah, like I'm just really excited about knowing all of this and the fact that she's bringing this story to like some really cool historically black towns. It's just wonderful to me. Um, what else do I
I
have?
did not even peep the curl pattern shade in the comments. For real, Raven? Raven said these are 4A problems. I don't know nothing about that. The fact that we can acknowledge that there's a such thing as 4A problems is all the acknowledgement I need. That's it. We all have our own personal hair journey problems, okay, that we have to contend with,
That we do.
okay? Just laughing at my pain in the comments. Ain't that some stuff?
Thank you, Rachel. She went to
Rachel
school in
says she went to
Chicago.
school in Chicago. Okay. So we got a
Yeah.
lot of connection to that space.
Yeah. It man, I'm loving Roots of Madness so much.
Yeah.
I'm loving the pacing of it. It's giving me like weird tales, like the way she just like takes her time and builds the story with all of these warnings and all of that stuff. It's I'm
Oh yeah, 'cause I
excited
didn't
about
even
it.
mention that. So these flowers, the scene that Keisha showed the picture of, that's showing the like disembodied voice, that was they're in the swamp at night searching in this area because they came across this map that includes star figurations transposed over the maps of like the swamp area. And that's how they found these flowers that grow in an area where nothing else grows. They clearly glow at night, so they look all white luminescent. And as they're walking through this swamp, you get these like little messages of warning in the like brushy areas around them as characters, but you also see these like white ghostly wavy figures in the back where it's like if you weren't paying attention you wouldn't catch it. So it's like, what are these flowers made of? And it's said that they grow in a place, excuse me, where tragedies were done or something like that. So it's making me feel like a lot of people died
Mhm.
over there,
I mean, it's a
and that's
plantation.
100%. A lot of people
Mhm.
died over there, and their blood in the soil in the ground is what causes these particular plants to grow, and that's why her family knew what was up because her family's blood. So the last little thing that we see is her like trying to do tests on this flower. She like cuts herself because she's not able to like cut into the flower like that, and then you see this other thing going on once her blood touches it. So I'm like, Lord, what's about to happen? So it's very, very well done. Like what Keisha was saying in terms of the pacing.
Yeah.
Everything we've described has been over the course of the first two issues, and all of the ground of the story and the family dynamic and history and all of that has been laid out in such a beautiful way where
Yeah.
you don't feel bogged down with the world of all of it. You know exactly where you're at, and you're getting hints about what's coming in such a way where you're like, oh, dang, I need the next issue. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
very well done.
the story is dialogue heavy. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, there's a lot of speech bubbles on the page. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, typically, you'll get, like, those I forget what they're called, but, like, the interior, like, narrative type bubbles that, like,
Yeah,
explain things, but and you don't get any of that in this story. It's you're really just, like, figuring it out based off of these conversations that are being had. And
yeah,
I love that, like, it keeps you in the story, like, there's very little that pulls you out,
yeah,
and, like, once again, does a phenomenal job. I'm so excited to see whatever this cosmic horror is, like, the buildup has been done to a point where, like, I this better hit everything. I'm so
yeah,
excited for it.
yeah. The notes,
So,
the disembodied voice pretty much saying like, oh, the cost is too high, it's not worth it, and speaking to the danger and whatever is like, she out here playing with her soul, y'all. I'm scared for her. I'm real scared.
she don't listen.
She don't listen. Out here being fast.
But she is. But
But
hopefully, I
actually,
mean,
yeah.
it looks like issue 3, we gonna figure out
Yeah,
she gonna learn something,
yeah, 100%. You're gonna find out today.
right?
You're gonna learn today. Yeah. But no, it's been really good so far. And it's crazy because we knew, you know what I mean? Just off the strength of Stephanie Williams and the direction of like the inspiration, we knew it was going to be really cool. But it's one of those things where like when you have high expectations and they're surpassed, it's like, how nice is that? You know? Because I feel like we don't get that a lot.
No,
But I guess when it comes to Stephanie Williams, we do. But yeah, I was like, I knew I was gonna like it, but there's a lot of pleasant surprises about where it's going that has me even more so interested. You know how like you see something, you kind of think you know what it's gonna be. So when the new things pop
fair.
out, you're like, oh no, this is actually really cool because I didn't think of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
I trusted her wholeheartedly with this story, especially just like how much excitement Stephanie talked about, like Roots of Madness. Like you could just tell like this was her baby. And it's
Yes.
nice to see like this baby like just being shown to the world and being like the most precious thing. So
And if you haven't checked it out already, we have our exclusive Ignition Press Room interview with her on our YouTube. So after you've kicked it with us here, you can check that out. It's a brief. We kept our ting brief because we were at San Diego Comic Con, but you'll get to see some of this energy and some of our conversation around it. And we got to hear from Stephanie about what that process was like of bringing this story into the world. So yeah, shameless plug. Check that one out when you get a chance.
eh. But I think
Period.
it's interesting seeing like she has one story fairly deep in the past. And
Hmm.
then like we're like shifting gears to temporal and she's
Yes.
like bringing us in the future, playing with time and shit.
Yes.
Love
And
it.
like a very casual way, because it doesn't feel like it's far flung future. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Based off of everything else we're seeing, but it's far further enough that there's a lot of other sciency things going on in terms of how they're doing it.
I mean, they're clearly stealing and from all kinds of places and
Yes,
time.
yes,
Because once again, we're starting temporal in Chicago in 1986,
yes.
stealing. I love this. I
We
love
got
this
we have Savannah Green and I'm blanking on his name. And
husband.
at
So
he's her husband now, but at the time when we first started off, it's clear that they're
yeah,
coworkers and they've been on their job and introducing a little bit of the flirt and the idea of going on a date and whatever, but they haven't done anything officially because the banter back and forth is real cutesy, like, oh, I
Marcus.
like you, but we at work, huh?
His name is Marcus. You're
Yes, okay, so
absolutely
Mark,
right. They
yeah.
were they
Yeah,
were doing a lot.
they were coworkers who were flirting heavily, but still getting the job done when we first meet them. And they're literally like going to do one job. And on the way to do that job, they decide just for funsies, they're going to pretty much sneak into a museum and do all these other things and whatever. And they're just talking casually about them doing this because it would just be a fun thing to do. And that's how we know they're not quite together yet because they're joking about, like, oh, well, we could be going on a date. And it's like, well, what's not to love about this as a date? Because we're literally at the museum. And then we realize, like, oh, this break at the museum had absolutely nothing to do with what they were doing. They just were doing it because they could, type shit. So very cutesy, whatever. We see them talking about
Savannah
that.
out here stealing for shits and giggles. I
Yeah,
just
yeah, just 'cause I can you imagine, like, if you're like in your mid to late 20s or whatever, and your job is literally a time thief, you can travel through time to steal things. I feel like I would have had the big head too and probably would have been behaving a little recklessly. So it was understandable. And so they go through that, they go to do their actual job, and then we get to fast forward to them being happily married with their kid, and they were trying to celebrate, I think it was the kid's
10th
birthday.
birthday.
And this hit me in the gut too because it's like that feeling of like, oh, I want to give my kid the world, and they want this thing and it's very hard to get. So their kid loves like retro games or whatever. They're trying to get the kid the exact model that they wanted, but weren't able to find it. So they end up getting the kid a replica. And the kid opens it and is like, oh no, like they're still trying to be grateful, but you could tell they're disappointed because it wasn't
That
the
kid
actual
side-eyed
thing.
it. He side-eyed that gift, and the way I would have snatched it, like, "Excuse you? I went through all of this, bought this,
Exactly.
and you gon what? No, no."
Yeah.
Had her
So
feeling all kinds of
yeah,
sad.
Savannah is feeling away because she's like, I want to get my kid the actual thing. I don't want them to have a replica, whatever. I've been there as a parent. And this is very clear that this might have been the catalyst, but our girl Savannah has been jonesing for the good old days, clearly,
Mm,
because it shouldn't have taken something that small to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go link up with my friend who's still in the time thievery business and convince her to give me access to the facility and the machinery or whatever that allows me to travel through time so that I can specifically go get this retro item, go back to a time when it wasn't retro so I can easily get it and bring it back to my kid. So she somehow convinces the friend to take her, and then we get to meet my favorite character so far is her old boss.
yeah,
She's like this
she's
very much grumpy, grouchy, but you could tell she loves on her people type of woman. And she's like, "Oh, are you coming out of retirement?" So that tells you that Savannah and Marcus were clearly really good at what they do, because the people there are like, "Oh, we would love for you to come out of retirement." And Savannah's playing in our faces saying like, "No, it's just this one thing." And so she lets her do it. So the issue ends with Savannah all suited up and ready to go through the portal, and I'm
mm.
like, I just know it's not about to be that easy. I just know. And then it's also like, you doing all of this. Did you tell your husband you was going on a trip to the past? Because literally
You know
anything
she
could
didn't.
happen.
You know
Everything we
she
know
didn't.
about time travel says you got to have that conversation. But she wasn't going to tell him because she knows she wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Now the
LT says, LOL couldn't be me. You going to like this gift.
right? Like, you don't like it? Give it back.
Give it back. I love that that
Right?
sound is trending because that was hilarious. LT also says, read temporal number one. It was so much fun. I need to pick up number two. Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
pick up my number two as well.
I need to get a physical copy apparently.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
hate
now
that that happened to you because it's like that's exactly why people have reservations about getting those type of copies. So for that to happen is
exactly.
just kind of like, ugh. I know we
Mhm.
trying to like be timely or save space, but not me.
Mm, yeah. No.
Absolutely not.
I won't be buying digital for quite some time because of that. But
Yeah.
what I love the artwork in this one. It's
Yeah.
Asia Fomo, right? Who draws? Yes. This was so cute because it had like there's this anime element to it. Like I
Yeah.
have it open to one of my favorite like when she comes back into the office and she sees like everything's been updated in the last 10 years and
Yeah.
she's just like so happy. And it reminds me of like all the mangas with, just like that extra emotion attached to it. It's super, super cute.
Yeah,
I
very
like
cute. So the cover art looks very, very cool. They all vary, but this is one case where I like the internal art better than the cover art. I think
um,
the A cover for issue one is the closest, but it's still more technical,
yeah,
but so it has a little less of the personality that we're loving from the internal art. Not to
yes.
say that any of it's bad, it's just the
No,
markable difference is in a good way.
yeah.
Rachel
It's one of
says,
the few times where, like, you get that refined cover and then, like, even though it's different art styles, I'm still cool with it and I don't feel catfished.
yeah, usually
Like
it's the other way around. You see like
yeah,
a
yeah.
crazy dope cover, and then you get to the interior and you're like, oh, this is not as nice as the cover, and I don't
Right.
like the downgrade. In this case, it's just a different style. It's not that it's a downgrade, and I like
Yeah,
the interior style better than the other cover style, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Rachel says, I generally want the digital because I can get it faster than I can get to a store or get it shipped. I'm pretty sure that was Keisha's intent with it this time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get out to my comic book shop this week, and so Typically, if I have to, like, I'll do that, but yeah, unfortunately, that sucked. I'm
Ever
hoping that
since
it's just like a small glitch and that it can be fixed because there is an option to download,
mm,
but, like, mm, I don't know.
ever since that issue with dang, it's been so long, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Whatever, Comixology. Ever since Comixology, when things got switched up and things got moved to Amazon, ever since that, I've been like, yeah, no, I want physical books because you're not finna
I
be
agree.
snatching up my books or editing my books or whatever. But I feel you. The only times, and this is gonna sound really terrible, but the end is in sight. The better side of things is near. The only time that I've purchased e-copies of them recently was not being able to find my physical copy and being like, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna buy the ebook version so that I can be caught up in time, whatever. So, but I have some fun library update news that I'll be sharing here pretty soon, so you guys will see
Yeah.
that I'll actually be able to find my books and organize them in a way that makes sense. But yeah, that's the only reason why I've bought ebooks of anything lately. All my other ebooks have been like NetGalley or whatever, like gifted things, because the only virtual versions of anything I'm getting is audiobooks, and even that I'm like I have to figure something out. Because I
Mm,
thought about, like, I've made the switch from Audible to Libro FM,
mhm,
but even with that, it's like if something were to occur, whatever books I don't have like fully downloaded on whatever device, I just
mhm.
wouldn't have them. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
that scares me. So,
see, I don't buy audiobooks too often. I usually just get them from my library. Like, that's
yeah,
the one thing I I can't. I'll probably
I'm one
leave
of
the
those
glitch for
people.
you.
That monthly credit, I'd be like, oh, I know where it's going. I know exactly where it's going. And then I also, dang, and this is sad too, because now you guys, with all of the drama, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm replacing my Spotify with, which hurts my heart because y'all
Yeah,
know I'm a playlist girly. I love Spotify down, and Spotify has because I have premium membership, I get 14 free listen hours to their like included audiobooks. So usually I can find it there if I can't find it at my library, and then I'll use my credit as like the last resort. Or if it's something that I've just been itching to tandem read because that's how I've read the other books in the series or whatever, then I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I'm using my credit for. But now that Spotify has been shown to be doing some janky stuff, I'm just kind of like, I have to figure out what platform I'm switching to, and I have to recreate all of my playlists so that I can confidently tell them goodbye.
see, all these subscriptions, they are screwing us over. I'm sorry, before I get on my conspiracy hat. My
No, I
conspiracy
feel
soapbox.
you. I used to be that person who was like religiously at Best Buy once a week for those new releases, and I was gonna drop, $30 buying new CDs, $40 buying new CDs. And then when I started rocking heavily with Spotify, it was like, oh, well, I'm making playlists. That's when I turned into a playlist girly. And then it was like, oh, this kind of really has impacted my listening habits, because I used to be if I'm spending the money on this album, I have to listen to it from front to back
Yeah,
and rate it according to the listenability all the way through. There's not a lot of
right.
albums like that now that I can really
No,
reference, and it's partially because
because
that's just not how I initially consume stuff now.
that's not how they do it anymore, they
Yeah,
know that they can get that off of a single.
a
It's
sound bite of a single.
right? Like,
Because how
I think
often
that's
have we
why
been? like track fished from social media where it's like, "Ooh, I love that part of that song," and there's only that one part of the song that sounds like that, and you're just like, "The rest of this is actually not good."
Exactly. This is why we need to go into what Raven is saying. Like, this is why I
Raven
love
says, I
collecting
made my
vinyls.
2025 goal to listen to 50 full albums on walks to get me moving and also get back to full album listening. I love that goal.
Yes, that is
Yes,
amazing.
you better have just hit your 55th full album. All
That is
right, dang.
interesting.
Y'all
We need
don't
to
get
do
enough
that
of
next
coming out
year.
with these awesome challenges because now I'm like, dang, I should be doing the same thing. I literally just had this conversation, but now that you done made it a challenge, I'm like, how am I going to
We
implement
need to
this
do
with
that.
my 75 booked and my new diet things and my therapy things and all of this?
Listen to an album while because like on I don't know if no, we're Black. Put on that cleaning album. So, like, you know, that's
Black
what we did.
people, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mine is definitely Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I don't know what y'all be cleaning to,
mm,
but
I
that's one for
it
sure.
depends for me. It
Oh,
depends
for
for me.
sure.
Whatever
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for, but, like,
Oh, mine
I'll
was
listen.
Selena's greatest hits the other day.
Oh,
Anything for
I li
Selena's.
that documentary, I've heard some wild things about, like, her family wasn't all that great either.
Oh, for
I
sure.
wanna
For
I
sure.
wanna watch it,
I don't.
but
I don't think I do. I want to hold the Quintanilla family in my heart just as they are right now. Fuck Yolanda Saldivar, I think her name is. Like,
I'm
it's
waiting
on
for
track.
it. I know there was she didn't get released yet. I know it's coming up
Nah, she
soon,
need to be
right?
glad she didn't get released because the way La Raza was ready to pull up,
Yeah,
it's like, oh my days, she is not gonna make it long out of there. She was not. Yes,
it
LT, trackfish. That happens all the
it
time where there's
happened.
like they soundbite some really catchy, earwormy part of the song, and you go looking for
Mhm.
that part of the song, and it's literally just like a breakdown or a bridge or something like that. And then none of the rest of the song sounds like that. And the
No.
rest of the song is actually kind of trash. Now, prime example of this, and this is not shade because I love my girl Megan the Stallion down, okay? But the my man, my baby, like that happens other parts of the song. But the fact that we have a whole verse talking about
Yeah.
what you need to be popping for your man and just literally repeating that statement over and over and over again, I'm like, now I know you had a better verse than this. I just know you did. I felt away. I felt
I'm
away.
gonna it's not yeah, the song ain't all that great. The video, I obsessively watch
Oh,
it.
100%.
Just
100%. Listen,
what it is.
yeah, yeah.
The woman is gorgeous,
Oh, 100%. a
and,
hundred percent.
it's the only thing. Um,
I'm straight and I was obsessulated.
ah, I'm not, and that was wonderful to watch.
Period.
Just what it was. So, like, yeah, that song wasn't all that great compared to, like, other things, but I also don't wanna critique it publicly, too much because she's in love, and far too many people are talking shit about how all of a sudden her quality of music is gonna go down, and, like, there's this whole s belief
Now we
that
didn't
when
say all of that.
No, I'm
All
not
I
saying you did, I'm not saying you
Okay.
did, I'm just saying, like, the Internet's people are doing the most,
Oh no.
and yeah, yeah. So, like,
Ew,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
like
say
that. I
she
haven't heard
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just very much was like that part was very catchy to me. And now it's a good song if it's talking about my man, because I don't have a man. So if I'm still bopping off of my man, I'm like, yes, period, Meg. So when I heard the full song, I was just like, oh, okay, girl.
You in love, girl.
but it's all right.
You allow
She's
that.
allowed to do
Mhm.
that because
Yeah.
it holds, at least it repeats. So that wasn't the best example because there's been other ones where it's like, oh, that's the only part. Like I feel like, and this is not shade to her either because she's an excellent performer. I've seen her perform live a couple times, but Doja Cat is the queen of that. I have segmented parts in my songs where they all sound like they could be different songs. I feel like what was the name of that album? That whole album was made to be earwormy parts for TikTok. And that's really what kind
You
of
talking
boosted
about
her up.
Swamp?
I said Doja Cat, not Dochi. Dochi is
Oh, oh,
brilliant.
oh, oh, oh. I was like, okay, 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 okay.
No,
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 you're
they are not the
absolutely right.
same. They are
Doja
not the
is
same. Dochi
yeah,
is brilliant.
perfection.
And
Thank you.
even better live. Like I got to see her
Yes.
perform live at Outside Lands,
Yeah.
and I was just in awe the
Yes.
whole time. There wasn't a
She's
dead
amazing.
second in that
Okay.
whole performance. But yeah,
Okay. Whew.
Doja Cat I think
That's
is the
why I was
queen of
like, wait, what? Okay, so I misheard completely.
that.
Doja
Yeah, yeah.
Cat,
No, no, I would never
1000%.
say such a thing about Dochi. Um,
Doja
Raven
Cat,
says,
1000%, but she's also like super anti-black. So
yeah, Doge. Yeah, so that's why I was fine saying that about her
yep,
also too.
yep, yep.
Raven said, "I love a random ass challenge. That's only for me. Sames, because now I'm thinking I'm re-evaluating my whole life and how I can fit this into the other 50 million challenges I'm trying to do before the year's over with." Raven says, "Bro, I ran Aquemini back this year and was like, damn, we really don't make music like this anymore. Listen, the way that I ran the whole Outcast catalog back in celebration of their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame win, and was like, what are we talking about? Because literally nobody is messing with their catalog."
Can we talk about how that won like the greatest tribute?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that, but yes. I wasn't gonna
Let's
say
say it.
that, but I'm gonna change the subject. LT said Aqueminize
I blame
cohesive
it on the
work.
DJ. I'm gonna keep going.
Record scratch, but actually, oh my gosh. Raven said, I'm cackling. Keisha said, she's in love. But
She's in love.
yeah, it bees like
Just
that.
yeah, just let her get it out of her system. She's in love and she needed to do that. And I'm happy for her.
Yeah, she's
Oh my goodness. Yo, Where's My Husband? I love that song so much.
oh my God.
It does so many great things to my ear and it's not
There's
100% perfect,
There's a
but
lot
like
of things going on in that song.
it
That
is.
woman's vocals are nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. I feel like she's literally at a stage in her career where she's just like, I mean, she's pretty much stayed true to this, where she's like, I like to play with my vocal ability, and I'm not about to water down or dumb down my music for the sake of anything. You're going to
Mhm.
get what you're going to get. And now people are kind of respecting that more. And this was literally like that song dances across all the parts of your brain and then comes back.
You know who else does that?
Hmm.
Arrangement wise, I can't quite stand to listen to all of his music,
Not I can't
but
stand it.
Jacob Collier. I don't know much about him politically,
I was gonna
sorry.
say I don't
The
know who that
the
is.
so he's this kid, I'm calling him a kid because he's younger than me. But like,
Don't be that
if you
guy.
ever like Google and no,
He's a
but
kid,
like, he's
little
like no, he
whippersnapper.
but he's like this prodigy musically, and
Okay.
like the way he arranges music is just he experiments with it in so many different ways. I wouldn't have thought to arrange in not saying I have that capability, but like the way he arranges is just so experimental and the way he like pushes his like collaborators
Hmm.
musically is just perfection. Like he has the song with John Legend and Tori Kelly, and the way
Oh, that's
he like,
crazy. Crazy
yeah,
collabs.
and if you
People
listen
sleep
to
on
it,
Tori
the
Kelly.
way he like pushes her and her runs
Mm.
is absolutely fantastic. And like they have this thing on their one of their social medias where they're practicing, and he is just like, okay, you're gonna do this like roller coaster with the run. And she's like, the fuck. He's like, no, I believe
And
in
now
you.
you know that's how I know
Go.
whatever he said was crazy because Tori Kelly's vocals are insane.
You gotta listen
So,
to it.
oh
It's
gosh, all
it's
right.
yeah, yeah. I don't even remember what the song is. I
LT
mean,
said, since we on music, when are we getting that Pink Riot song with Vixen spitting bars? Listen, y'all know, y'all know I did do a little dabble. Okay, I spit hot fire.
I spit hot fire on the
I spit hot
MIC.
fire. Yeah. No, hey, listen. There, I don't know that it'll be all of that going on, but we definitely do want to do something really fun and cool for our theme song. So, and the chaos level will really just be determined in the moment. But LT said, we ready for that? All right. Yeah. Duly noted. We hear you. We hear you. We definitely got to get on that. Y'all, we told ourselves we were going to try to be better about our time and keeping our stuff to 90 minutes. And we get into the kiki with y'all having such a good time and then look up and be like, well, it's going to be a 2-hour show.
But
But
we
you
talked
know,
about the comics we said we were going to talk about.
we
So
did.
like
That we did.
wins.
Um, yeah, there was okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. I was gonna talk about some of my other first reads and sees, but I guess you guys will get that in short form content, unless we talk about it next time. And I did want to say I got a new omnibus.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the X-Men by Al Ewing omnibus.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
dope.
And I got it because yeah, bust that omnibussy wide open. The reason why I had to tell y'all is because it was literally sitting in my short box over here, and I can smell it from here. Because I
Well,
literally
now you
just
know what you
busted
must
up.
do.
I literally just busted out the plastic earlier today.
But
It's
now
so good.
you
And then
know what
look,
you must
the
do.
reason why I got this one because it's a storm centric omnibus. Even if it's not
Mhm.
officially a storm omnibus, it does have all of X-Men Red and Storm and the Brotherhood in here.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Sword 1 through 11, X-Men Red 1 through 18, Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants 1 through 3, Resurrection of Magneto 1 through 4, Cable Reloaded 1, X-Men Before the Fall Heralds of Apocalypse number 1, and material from Marvel Voices X-Men number 1. And it's
Mhm.
I thought that it would have been like a cool undercover, but they just did the like X-Men red looking trippy color
I
variant
guess.
cover.
I
Yeah.
I need them to, like, put some more into these hardcover designs, like, outside of the dust jacket.
I feel like
And
when it's a X-Men, they don't go as crazy as other ones cuz remember I told you I felt the same way about the under the hardcover under the jacket of the Black Panther
yeah.
Ta-Nehisi Coates ones cuz it's just
Mhm.
the panther with the red, gold, and green. I mean, red, yellow, red, black, and green. Jesus.
Mhm.
But yeah, it. You know that it's like brand spanking new, because I literally don't even have to open it to smell it right now. It's crazy. So yeah, you guys. I will be posting my omnibusy sniffing reel shortly here, because
I was
I'm.
about to say, okay, we're saving it for the real.
Yeah, we're saving it for. I mean, I'll sniff anytime, but I had to recently relocate all of my omnibuses.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
For
gonna do
good
a line,
reason.
huh?
You guys, all of the things. So now they're all in a newly allocated location. Definitely not
To
going
the
on that field trip.
shelves.
To the shelves. They
Just
will
line them
be.
up and go. I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
know, right? No, I had to find the right Bust It Open song so I can
Mm.
just,
Bust it, baby. I'm sorry.
yeah. But yeah, that's definitely the energy. And I picked up some of my other trades too, so we got lots of good stuff to read, and it sounds like we'll be talking about that next episode too. But
Yeah.
yeah, all of the things. I finally got to pick up my Nubia 2 reel.
Yeah. M. Shy Dash got me that for my birthday.
Period. And I
Yeah.
got the Zatanna hardcover, Jamal Campbell
Yo,
hardcover.
that was a good story.
You said that's why I got it.
Yeah.
And then I got this newer cover of the Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer trade.
I've been thinking about getting that, but I'm like, I love mine too much. I
Yeah,
love
mine got
it's
taken
aw.
because I actually shared with someone who really liked it, so I had to get a new one.
Wow, that's
And then I
nice.
got my All Negro Comics.
Yeah. Oh, I already showed mine. Yeah. It's awesome.
Period. All of the things. Yeah. But yeah, so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. So much to
And
do,
now
so
you
much.
got the space.
You guys. Keisha got the reveal and Rachel got the reveal, but I haven't officially done the reveal because
You
it's a
must.
very cool story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See,
Wait.
I got a new
Oh,
bookcase, but it's little and it's on my desk because I hate
period.
clutter.
Yeah,
But
that's.
nothing compared to the magnificence of yours. Like that was yeah.
I'm kind of like, should I tell the tea of the story or wait to put that in the reveal?
No,
Because,
save it for the reveal.
okay. Yes, the next. Okay, LT says is the next episode in December because of the holiday next week.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving is next week Thursday, right? So
Indigenous
yeah,
Peoples Day
right?
is
And
next
so
Thursday.
it's the only day where we don't have a show. So
Correct.
our next show will be in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace and my son.
I don't even acknowledge Wallace like that. So it's just your son.
Period. Yes. You have to. Okay, it's. Rachel says a desktop bookcase.
Yeah, let
Sounds
me see if I
adorable.
can show it. Good lord.
Rachel says just my
So
Christopher as well.
it's right here. You can't really see it, but it's right here. It's on my desk.
Cute.
And I just dropped everything. So thankfully we're about to end this. Yeah. um but yeah,
Yes,
it's on my
so you
desk
will see
because
us in 2 weeks. But I love that you're like, oh no, we need to organize this. And I'm interested that you decided to go with black. Are you like sleeking up your desk setup?
oh, so this whole area is white, but everything not on camera is just all black on this side.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. My whole space has been like that. And I actually just posted a video of like a 360 of this room
I
Um,
seen. Very cute.
yeah. So like
Rachel says they appreciate your sacrifice for their curiosity.
yeah, it's a real simple bookshelf because like I don't like stacks of books everywhere. It bothers me. I like being very, very organized. So like that was not a call out, Brie.
I'm like, dang,
That was not a
for
call
real?
out. That was not a call out. It's just my mind works best in a very clean and organized space. That's
I feel like most people do. That's probably what's wrong with me now, but we're working it out, guys. Y'all, the way that Keisha would be like, she's saying it as a compliment, but she's literally like, yeah, I feel like no matter what angle of your room we're looking at, it's just always all the books. And it's like, yep.
that wasn't a bad thing. No,
There's
my
She
fear
says
was
she doesn't
that
like clutter. There's literally stacks of books everywhere. But we're working on it. It's gonna be
no,
great.
I just don't like clutter in this space. Like this is my thinking space. This is my breathing space.
Sanctuary. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair. Did you get my Hunchback of Notre Dame reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Sanct-
Sanctuary. Okay, sorry. Any hoosers, thank you, thank you guys for coming to hang out with us, kick it with us, kiki with us, talk comics with us. We love you down. We appreciate all the Riot fam. If you enjoyed today's episode, scroll up or down, check out another episode, check out that Stephanie Williams interview we were talking about. It's here on our YouTube. Um, share this live, share any other of our videos, tell a friend to tell a friend, because we're trying to grow our platform and reach more nerds and blurs and everybody, so that we can keep the community growing and evolving as we do. If you haven't already, check out the link in our bio on our Instagram so you can see and follow us on all US platforms at Pink Riot Comic Show. We're trying to do big things everywhere, so we can only
yes.
do that if the Riot fam follow us on all of the platforms. So please do that and tell a friend to tell a friend to do the same. Huge shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers. We love you down. We literally do a little dance every time we get a new one of you in the squad, so we appreciate it. If you haven't already and you're interested, go ahead and check out our Patreon. We do have a free tier, and then we have paid tiers that go up. And the more they go up, the more access you have to us and the things that we're doing and perks that you get when we do giveaways and things of that nature. So make sure that you check it out. If you enjoyed this episode but are maybe more of a I want to listen to a podcast kind of person, we got you covered because you can head on over to Spotify and check us out over there. And if you do, make sure that you drop us a starred review because those do really very much help us. And that's something that you could totally just let stream in the background of whatever you're doing anytime, and that would totally benefit us. We would be ever so grateful for that. And if you liked our book sniffing shenanigans, we do have merch that expresses our love for said shenanigans. Make sure you check out our link in our link tree, where so you can check out our merch and pick up some merch. We have lots of fun merch in all these different colors. I'm gonna say merch, 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 merch. Go check it out. Yeah, and if you had a good time with us today, we will not be back on Thursday next week because we'll be stuffing our faces and celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day. We'll make sure that we drop y'all some really dope Indigenous graphic novel comic recs so you can check those out.
yes,
But we
yes.
won't be there for next Thursday, and that's literally the only Thursday of the whole year that we're not here. But any other time, we'd be here at the same damn place at the same damn time because we love you and we love what we do. So we will see y'all in 2 weeks. But in the meantime, make sure you engage with our content on socials because we're trying to be a little more present. So like talk to us because we talk back. You feel me?
Talk to me nice. I'm
Talk
sorry.
to me nice. Drop a heart or whatever. We love you. Bye.
Later.
I definitely found more. All right, how many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No,